Okay, Rotork are market-leading actuator and flow control company. We operate in markets such as power, water, oil and gas. FTSE 250 listed. We've got about 3,000 plus employees worldwide. I'm the group management accountant. I've been with the group since 2000. Initially, I started at one of Rotork's subsidiaries and moved to the head office in 2005 to take up my current position as group management accountant. Rotork have worked with Rinedata since I think about 1996 when they helped with the implementation of our previous consolidation system. So we've had quite a good and long relationship with Rinedata. They've helped us after FTC had been implemented with enhancements and improvements and the statutory side of reporting. Then obviously we worked with them for the SAP BPC implementation. Okay, the product that we had, we asked the potential vendors to do a demonstration that we didn't want an out-of-the-box demonstration. It's what we wanted to see was something that was tailored to Rotork, using some of our data, looking at the reports that we produce, the way we're set up, the way we work. And Rinedata did a very good job of that. They set up a demo for us using our data, using our setup, and we're really able to prove what BPC could do for us rather than how we might have to tailor the way we report to suit the system. Instead of having consultants on site, I worked a lot with WebEx. The Rinedata consultant would be able to get into my system, he'd show me how to design things, how to write the reports, and that was, I thought, a really efficient use of our time and did deliver quite a lot of benefits.
Morgan Advanced Materials is a global high-tech engineering company. We have a turnover of about £1.1 billion. The biggest problem we had a few years ago when we embarked on the project to move to BPC was our system was very slow, it was very cumbersome, it was very hard to make changes to it, and it was very old. And we'd had good value for it, we'd run it for a long time, but it really was very outdated, and we wanted a centralised system that would give us far better performance and flexibility. Well, Rinedata had been involved in our old system. They had helped us do the original implementation and given us support through the time that we had it. And my personal relationship with Kirit from Rinedata and others there had gone back a long time as well, before my time in Morgan. When we wanted to change our product, it was natural for me to go to Kirit for advice. I don't think we would have found it at all easy to do without his help. It was eased because he knew Morgan and he knew me, but he also knew the market really well. He knew what products were out there, he knew what the strengths and weaknesses of them were. And whilst he didn't tell us what to choose, he did tell us which questions to ask and what to look out for. And I think the process would have been a lot more painful without his help. I'm really confident that we made the right decision as well, and I think part of the reason that we made the decision was because we had such good guidance from him throughout the process.
We've called them up and needed help at a very short notice. They've made themselves available to us, even though their specific circumstances might not have been conducive to doing that. They've made that extra effort, which has been very helpful.
There have been times when we wanted lots of help and times when we wanted to back off a little bit and understand things for ourselves, and they've been really helpful in being flexible and accommodating to our needs.
We had a complex project and Rinedata allocated resources as a kind of an expert for each of the sub-projects, and that helped us greatly because they became more expert in that particular aspect, could go deeper into the workings and into designing something that met our requirements.
Rinedata have been particularly helpful in having the same personnel or same group of personnel there throughout the whole process.
Rinedata were innovative in trying to first of all understand our needs properly and coming up with the best solution for us, bringing in as many ideas and thoughts that then helped us to develop the end solution.
Basically the main difference with Rinedata, they were very responsive to our needs.
They seem to care and they want to see the client succeed as well as the project.
They've been extremely helpful in terms of not necessarily being on one specific task, but being a reference point for going back to time and again. Even if you've only got a general question,
I found them to be very helpful, very professional, and most of all, I think, very personable.
Using consultants, you're heavily reliant on their time and expertise up front, but as owners of your project, you want to take back control of that at some point. And it's a partnership with Rinedata. It enables you to retain that control over a period of time so that when they leave, you've still got a product that you understand they can work with.
Rinedata has really worked in partnership with us throughout the whole project. So, for instance, we may have a tendency to want to do one thing, but Rinedata, even though that may be the easiest thing for them to do and go along with what we, the client, want, have always come up and said, well, are you sure you want to do that? There's maybe a better way, try thinking about this.
I think the main thing that impressed me was the way that they interact with the companies they've worked with, and how they seem to go the extra distance to kind of really understand that company before they start to try and sell the technology.